Scorpio, it is time for your mid-January update. I was going to say your second reading of January, which is also true, but anyway. We're going to start off with an oracle card to see what your primary energy or theme is for the second half of this month. And you have, what does this say? It is the call. I had to look it up. I tried to write on these cards, but clearly that did not go very well. I tried. So, the call. For some of you, I think this is a literal call that you've been waiting for. So that's going to be coming through here, or at least that's the energy I'm getting for the second half of this month, is you're going to get the call. The call is coming in. Like a literal phone call to give you some information or news that you've been waiting on. I don't know if it's the results of a test or something like that. But that's the primary energy being pushed here. Maybe even it's a job offer, or at least letting you know one way or the other. Maybe it has to do with judgment in some way, but we'll find out when we get to the tarot cards. So let's pull those out. All right, what do we have here for Scorpio? Strength, Ten of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Fool. And that is actually quite a few major arcana cards for a half a month reading for 2 weeks. So there's some significant, this is a very important moment or thing that you're waiting on. You could be feeling the call to do something too, something that you're feeling like this is your purpose in some way, or you're feeling like it's a divine intervention, or something where you're being called to make some sort of significant change in your life. That is the call for some of you. And even if this is sort of a mundane-ish, everyday type call, or some, mundane news, I will say, that you're waiting to hear about, the impact of that call or the results, what you learn from that call, is going to significantly impact you going forward. So it's a pretty weighty thing. Let's get into the individual cards. We're starting right off here with the Strength card. Now, a lot of times this talks about having compassion for yourself and for others, to face that beast with calm, with compassion and grace in your heart, in order to tame it, to calm it, to ease things. Another aspect I associate, at least lately, with the Strength card is the need to embrace our darker sides in addition to our light, our wild sides in addition to our softer sides. It's all part of you. It is a part of you. It is not something to necessarily be ashamed of. Well, it isn't necessarily, period. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's just part of who you are. How you leverage that energy can define outcomes of different situations, because sometimes you need that darker side in order to help you stand up for yourself, in order to help you right a wrong, in order for you to do something that needs that kind of oomph to it in order to get something done that benefits you or others around you. Sometimes, yes, that darker side can come up and be destructive in some way, and where we have regrets later, until we evolve to the point where we're more integrated with it. And this is an integration. The Strength card to me is that integration of the two sides, becoming whole. It's also having compassion for yourself and for your darker side, and knowing that all of you is exactly what it's meant to be. You just needed to learn how to use it. And that's Strength feels to me where you're coming into that kind of power, understanding how to leverage, when to leverage that inner strength you have. I don't know if something happened here a few weeks before, but this is where you're like, okay, you know what? Going forward, this is how I'm going to be now, because that really worked in this instance. And it feels right for who I am and who I want to be as I'm moving forward in my life. This is a part of me. This is part of who I am. I have this power, and it is mine and mine alone. That's what this feels like. Claiming it. You're claiming it. And then we have the Ten of Cups card here. Cups are about our emotions. Tens are about completion, wholeness. The Ten of Cups is a happy family card. It's indicating that your family unit, whatever that is to you, your family unit is solid. It is growing, maybe. It is everybody is feeling supported and loved, and things are just good here. You're in a good place for expansion. You're in a good place for growth because you have that support around you. You have that unconditional love, and you provide that to others too. Trying to They just want you to know that this is good and solid. Don't doubt yourself when it comes to thinking that, because it's fact. You have support. Leverage it. And then we have the queen. I mean, they're always, okay, I guess I'm going back on here. These people are always on standby to help if you need something. You just need to reach out and they're there for you. Just as you are there if they reach out indicating they need help. Communicate is going to be part of that. So let them know if you do need help with something, and they got you. All right, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So still in that cup, that emotional and intuitive energy. This time it's queen energy, feminine energy. Still somebody, though, who's very much in charge, knows what they're doing, can be very focused. And because this has to do with cups, this is somebody who strength oozes off of this person, essentially. They control their emotions. They don't let their emotions control them. They know when to go from the flow with the flow. They know when to unleash that darker energy and how much of it to unleash. This is somebody that maybe has inspired you and maybe part of this family unit in some way. It could be that they're there to help support you as you get the call and may be able to advise you on what to do next or how to handle it from an emotional perspective. They can help you maybe even with integrating yourself with all sides of yourself. They can help you understand why you're triggered by things, why you might be, or when you are triggered, what to do. So this could even be a counselor. Feeling more, I don't know, more auntie slash sisterly type vibe is what I'm getting for the most part from this person. But you like them. They like you. And they're willing to help and step in. If you have a question, feel free to ask them. They could also be very good confidants. So if you want to share something with them, but you don't want other people to know, you'll need to tell them that and get their agreement first so that they know they need to lock that in. They need to set that space, hold that space for you, I should say. If you ask them to hold that space for you, they will hold it for you. So this is somebody you can count on to have your back and hold that space to help you process. And then we have the Magician. So it could be, I'm going back here now. So it could be that this call does have to do with some sort of emotional issue, possibly dealing with family in some way. So I don't know if you're having to stand up against yourself, against some other people that are trying to crowd in on your family or trying to impact your relationship with your family, but they don't know how solid that is because that's not something they have experience with. So getting that call from somebody who may be trying to trigger you purposely in order to cause issues or disrupt your life in some way, this person can help you see that because they've probably experienced that before too. So this could have to do, the call could come from somebody who is trying to manipulate or gaslight you in some way. And this person can absolutely help you recognize that if you're questioning it in any way. And they can help advise you on maybe some things you could do next in order to minimize contact with this person, or even ways to eventually get everything disconnected or cut off from that person so that you don't have to deal with them in the future. But it doesn't feel like it's an instant thing. It feels like there's steps you're going to have to take in order to completely disconnect from that relationship. But you can start getting things done now and knowing you have support. And then we have the Magician, and you have the knowledge and the tools to build the life you want. This is your life. You get one shot. You get one shot here. What do you want to do? Dream it. Start that path. Start taking actions that are going to bring that to you. You can't just put a wish out there and then hope it'll come true. You need to put that wish out there. You need to start that manifestation by taking steps and meeting it halfway at a minimum to get the ball rolling You have what you need to do that. Believe in it. Leverage this. This feels like a really big shift for you. Leverage that, your inner lioness, to change your life and set yourself up for success as you move forward. So whatever it is you're trying to accomplish here, start coming up with a plan maybe of things that you can do to help bring that into fruition. And then we're moving on to the Fool. So you don't know, this is uncharted territory for you, whatever this is that you want to do and the next steps you have to take. This is new to you. I mean, you have an idea of what you need to do. You've written a plan maybe, but it's still new to you, which is where that Fool energy comes in. The Fool is somebody who is willing to take the first step into a new adventure, into a new life. And the Fool just goes for it. They don't know exactly how they're going to get there. They don't know who they're going to meet along the way. They don't know what's going to change about them as they're taking this journey, but they're going to take it. And they're excited about it. And they're looking forward to whatever success and challenges may come their way, because it's going to be something they've never experienced before, and it's going to be a wild ride. And they like that. All right, Scorpio, that is what I have for you for your mid-January update. Some significant growth within you and confidence, that burst of confidence that starts to come through. I love that for you. So please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonates with you or not, and because the YouTube algorithm likes it. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.